surgery will remove the large presence of a tumour, radiation will disable what's left, and that chemotherapy applied systemically throughout the body will prevent cancer cells returning. This gold standard has been operating now for decades, and still cancer is one of the biggest killers worldwide. More is being published criticising this paradigm and describing chemotherapy in particular as a multi-billion-dollar industry with a less than 5% success rate. Practitioners in many countries such as Mexico and China have actively been exploring alternatives to this paradigm and recording promising success. The use of bee products as anti-tumoral agents is well documented in the literature. Today I'd like to present to you a potential different paradigm in which bee products are used, if you like, in place of chemotherapy, and a new yet ancient technique called sonophotodynamic therapy is incorporated, if you like, a non-toxic form of radiation. In effect, I'm exploring what could be defined as a combination therapy of aphid and sonodynamic therapy for cancer. They are both non-toxic, both cause apoptosis of cancer cells, and both are widely reported to have immune-boosting qualities that are beneficial in the treatment of cancer. These comparisons are not really appropriate, but I suggest this as a way of simplifying the concept. In my presentation, I'd like to offer some real-life examples of cancer patients, as well as some from the literature, who are using these methods. And while they're not a vast sample, their outcomes show some promising results. But first, let's talk about bee products. Many bee products are known to have cancer-fighting potential. Cancer patients in China are regularly treated with bee needle alongside acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine. Apitherapy is known to be possibly 4,000 years old in Chinese medicine and is widely practiced in mainstream Chinese hospitals. Cancer patients are sometimes encouraged to have up to 50 stings daily to deliver the natural sterile injection of a bee, usually using acupuncture points. In China, Fenliang, or what they call bee needle, is routinely delivered to cancer patients. Here is a prostate cancer expert, Dr. Liu, in Guangzhou, explaining that he regularly gives his prostate cancer patients up to 30 bee stings daily in the hospital as part of their treatment. How successful is Fenliang for prostate cancer?
నీట్గానే వస్తుంది.
Is Fenliang the most successful treatment for prostate cancer, and how many stings does the patient need to have if they have advanced prostate cancer, say stage 4? He does this alongside conventional hormone treatments and often radiation, according to the specific patient's requirements. Problems cells is known to have anti-tumoral actions, as well as antiviral and antimicrobial activity. It's well documented that in Brazil, it was nebulized in hospitals to treat COVID with tremendous success. So how about nebulizing propolis for the anti-cancer activity of propolis? An Australian man with stage 4 lung cancer did just that. He nebulized propolis daily, but also treated himself with multiple bee stings. John Boyapati incorporated multiple modalities, herbal medicine, cannabis medicine, and apitherapy into his self-treatment, and achieved a 40% reduction in the size of his lung tumour, as you can see from the scans he shows in this video. By stinging on his knees, he was delighted to find that his knees, previously bone on bone, dramatically repaired. Here's a brief excerpt from an interview with him about his self-treatment.
What do you think? What do you feel about using EVS and using apitherapy to treat your lung cancer? How do you think it's helped you?
I like this excellent foundation. That's it, no good building block. You should just do concrete wet at one bit. That's it. I've got a high out backing over there. And just keep it up. And what I have to know now is it has been 6 months, as far as I'm concerned.
So the doctor told you you're getting better, yes?
Yes. Remember he said that, you're getting better.
Much has been published about the anti-cancer actions of bee venom in particular. It's important to examine the process of chemotherapy to draw comparisons with the efficacy of a biological substance such as bee venom. While chemotherapy is characterized by a predominant cell kill approach, the use of bee venom involves a completely different non-toxic mode of action. Bee venom has been a topic of interest in the field of cancer research, particularly for its potential anti-cancer properties. Several studies have suggested that bee venom can inhibit the growth and proliferation of cancer cells and induce apoptosis, programmed cell death, in various types of cancer, including breast, prostate, lung, liver, and bladder cancers. Many of these studies have mostly been conducted in cell lines or animal models, and the results may not necessarily translate to humans, but more and more promising studies are coming out. The method is regarded as safe, effective, and less expensive than other therapies. Fear of the pain from a sting is an obstacle. However, this is overcome when patients become aware of the benefits. Chinese researchers have documented a case of a 62-year-old man with a liposarcoma that had repeatedly relapsed over several years. The patient had multiple outbreaks of metastases and also underwent numerous surgeries, resections. He also underwent 9 rounds of chemotherapy and radiotherapy, which was delivered to the surgical area of the left wall of the chest. The liposarcoma recurred, and the researchers documented how they decided to begin stinging the man with bees, beginning with 1 testing and then eventually building up to 50 stings a day. They found that tumours shrank enough for surgical resection to occur and the patient recovered. Researchers have noted that hyaluronidase of bee venom allows all venom constituents to penetrate deep into tumour tissue. The venom then activates pattern recognition receptors such as toll-like receptors. This means various types of immune cells are activated. The researchers noted that bee venom induces tumour cell apoptosis and membrane disruption. They reported that bee venom may effectively activate innate immunity because the venom has anti-tumour cytotoxic effects. So now to sonodynamic therapy. For decades, cancer therapy has involved solely, and some would say with rare successes. Conventional therapies such as radiation therapy, surgery, and chemotherapy have improved treatment of well-defined primary solid tumours. However, curative outcomes still remain unsatisfactory, most notably in patients with metastases. One reason could be reduced accessibility of most therapeutics to microscopic tumour lesions, which occur in secondary organs. Immunotherapy has shown promise at tackling tumour cells hiding in corners of the body. However, successful treatment has been hindered by the hostile tumour microenvironment. Therefore, a novel cancer therapeutic modality is required, one that can destroy the primary solid tumour and also recognise, suppress, and eliminate residual cancer cells at the site of metastases. Traditional surgery, radiotherapy and chemotherapy have contraindications, drug resistance, and long-term side effects that degrade the patient's quality of life. Newer treatment modalities such as photodynamic therapy and sonodynamic therapy are gradually becoming known. Photodynamic therapy is a treatment that includes the combination of a sensitizer drug delivered orally or intravenously, and various combinations of light, including LED and low-level laser. The treatment works on the principle that a chemical reaction occurs when the tumour absorbs the sensitizer, and once exposed to light, a chemical reaction occurs, creating reactive oxygen species, ROS, forcing the tumour to explode into a form of oxygen. Photodynamic therapy has been shown to be very effective, although some sensitizers cause the patient to be overly sensitive to light after the treatment. Sonodynamic therapy, using sound, works on the principle that some sensitizers can cause this chemical reaction with the use of sound only, ultrasound. Sonodynamic therapy was proposed by Japanese scientist Manihiko Yamita in 2016. Sonodynamic therapy is a non-invasive tumour treatment technique that evolved from photodynamic therapy. Compared with PDT, SDT can penetrate and affect deep tissue lesions up to 10 centimetres. Using ultrasound, this therapy can precisely target tumour tissues by controlling the frequency, time and intensity of irradiation to kill cancer cells and minimise damage to surrounding healthy tissues. It is known from photodynamic therapy that there are many inorganic and organic chemicals that can be used as sensitizers. In PDT, sensitizers have been through several generations, and there have been a lot of exploration of which type of sensitizers are most effective. Some of the more commonly known inorganic ones are methylene blue, rose bengal, and idocyanine green. Some of the best known organic chemicals from plants include curcumin, hypericum, berberine, and chlorophyll. There is considerable discussion in the literature about modes of delivery of these sensitizers and assessment of their various levels of effectiveness. It's argued that they can be used topically as ointments, ingested orally as a drink, and also taken intravenously. Sometimes researchers inject the sensitizer directly into a tumour if it can be accessed. This process has hindered the accessibility of various kinds of tumour. In addition, the use of light sources and their various abilities to reach target tissue is an area of discussion, and treatments have been conducted with various levels of success. The closer a tumour is to the surface of the body, the more accessible. With sonodynamic therapy, this notion is completely changed as it becomes possible to reach the entire body, as sound waves are known to penetrate quite deeply. Sonodynamic therapy uses synergetic interaction between low-intensity ultrasound and a sonosensitizer to create cytotoxic effects on a tumour. Ultrasound-activated sonosensitizers create the conversion of molecular oxygen to various highly reactive oxygen species, ROS, causing apoptosis and necrosis of tumour cells. In addition to killing cancer cells, recent research has identified SDT as being able to trigger host-anti-tumour immunity by inducing immunogenic cell death of dying cancer cells. This is characterised by the release of warning signals, enabling antigen-presenting cells, APCs, to trigger vaccine-like immune responses. Inventive researchers in China have moved to harness the potency of this systemic anti-tumour immunity with the development of a sono-immunocombinational therapy, which is being exploited to treat cancer patients. Researchers driven by practical clinical benefits to explore this effect have created what they call a small molecular machine. This device is equipped with synchronized functions of tumour targetability, acoustic responsive activity, and immune-boosting capacity. The aim is to achieve comprehensive anti-tumour results. The notion of using natural products as a sonosensitizer is an area of debate, However, as a powerful example, Chinese practitioners at Guangzhou utilize a sonosensitizer, which is derived from algae. A commercially available sensitizer, chlorine E6, is isolated from green plants or silkworm excrement and is a potent second-generation sensitizer. Numerous studies have shown that chlorine E6 initiated therapy was capable of suppressing liver cancer cells, breast cancer cells, human lung and adenocarcinoma cells. Chinese researchers identified a chlorophyll derivative from an identical chemical structure to chlorine E6, found in the natural spirulina of Qinghai Lake, Yunnan province in China. It's been named Qinghai chlorine, CHC, and has been found to be an effective sonosensitizer and is being used in treatments in this Guangzhou hospital. The combination molecular machine, which is seen here as a type of immersive ultrasound bath, has shown that its effective sonodynamic therapy treatments lead to tumour regression, but also have an immune boosting effect. In 2024, this ultrasound treatment is being carried out at Guangzhou Hospital. The following videos are from the hospital and an interview with an Australian patient, Michael Bending, who's undergoing the treatment there now.
I was diagnosed with stage 3 for esophageal and gastric cancer last May. Well, I've got a degree, a Bachelor of Health Science. In Australia, they wanted to do full chemo for 3 to 6 months. That's my full body chemo. And then they wanted to take out 1/3 of my esophagus and my whole stomach. It makes it very hard to eat or digest food and not easy to sleep because your stomach and esophagus stretch. So it's not something you want to live with for the rest of your life if you can avoid it. China was the only place I could get SDT, which is sonodynamic therapy, combined with localized chemo, which is called chemo embolization therapy, where they cut off the blood supply to the tumour and try to kill the tumour locally in exactly where the tumour is in the tissue, rather than put it through the whole body. And they also combine ozone therapy with that. So you've got 3 therapies working together against the cancer. One is called sonodynamic therapy, which is using ultrasound waves to destroy the cancer cells.
In 2024, he was taking traditional Chinese medicine, received up to 30 bee stings daily, ozone therapy, and various forms of photodynamic therapy over several weeks. This is a video of how his treatment with ultrasound and a natural sonosensitizer generated reactive oxygen species, as seen on the screen as phosphorescence.
We've actually impacted the tumour with light and ultrasound, and we were able to see lots of phosphorescence happening. So we now should start to see some evidence of tumour breakdown. So we'll see how it goes.
The non-toxic treatment could be repeated weekly, and ROS effectively shrank his major tumour. The man received multiple sonodynamic therapy treatments, and scans showed a reduction in the tumour. In addition, his ability to void his bladder and his bowel function improved dramatically. He's now preparing to travel to Guangzhou to complete more advanced treatment. So that concludes my presentation about apitherapy and sonodynamic therapy for cancer treatment. Please review my references at the end of this video, and please contact me with any questions about what I've spoken of today. Thank you so much.
We will now have an online session with Dr. Goodwin.
లైటింగ్ ఉండాలి ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది.
Hello, everyone.
లేదు లైటింగ్ ఉండాలి ఇక్కడ.
Hi there.
కెమెరా బ్యాక్ మనకు కూడా ఇక్కడ లైటింగ్ ఉంటేనే కనిపిస్తుంది. బ్యాక్ సైడ్ ఆ లైట్ లేదు సార్ బ్యాక్ సైడ్ లైట్ లేదు భార్గవ్ గారు. మన సైడ్ లైట్ వేస్తే మనం కనిపిస్తాం. ఆ లైట్ ఆ లైట్లో ఆపేసాడు.
Stay
ఓకే
going to,
అది
and it's a great honor to be here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we are connecting you to the audience. Can you see?
Yes, I can. Hello. Hello, Dr. Vigartha. Thank you so much. The challenges of technology.
ఓకే ఇలా బ్యాక్ కెమెరా ఓపెన్ చేద్దామా? చూస్తున్నారా? లైవ్ మరి కొంతమంది రాలేని వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు కదా, ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ పర్సన్స్, వాళ్ళకి లైవ్ అనమాట. ఏం కబుర్లు?
Hello there.
audience.
Do you have any questions for me about the video?
Yes, I'll forward it. The video will be played by Rudvik. If you have any questions related to the information that what she has given, you're welcome to ask questions. Do you anyone have a question? Or do you want anyone want to have anything more about the behavioral therapy? Will you able to explain more on what you are doing?
Oh, okay, so, in the video I was showing that I was very interested in studying, the applications of using bee venom in combination with, photodynamic therapy, which is an ultrasound treatment. And last year, I traveled to China several times to learn about this, and I incorporated some images of the ultrasound hub in Guangzhou that has been developed over 20 years, which has 120 ultrasound pulses in it. And this was an extraordinary piece of equipment, but what interested me was the notion of having an alternative to chemotherapy and radiation using bee venom as like the natural chemotherapy, if you like, and photodynamic therapy is like non-toxic radiation. And I've also recently been in Mexico where these treatments are being explored in a couple of different clinics there. So I'm very interested in the applications of therapy in the treatment of cancer, but in my own practice in Australia, I'm sort of prepared, given that the notion of anaphylaxis is a very serious concern. And this question comes up a lot. But it's been interesting recently to work with some products, which are, I guess, like a pharmaceutical development of vegan, where the manufacturers claim that they just don't have allergic reactions with this product, which is quite a revelation. But it is a very serious concern and one to be very mindful of. And so I'm sure other people speaking with you about therapy are conveying this same message, that the notion that we're something to be very mindful of. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and one more thing, like, what is preferable, whether it is direct sting or we collect the venom and give it in injection form?
I'm sorry, what was it?
In venom, which one is preferable, like getting it sting directly on the skin or various points, or collecting it and giving it through injection?
I think that the allergy that most people are referring to is the notion of anaphylaxis, where you can actually stop breathing, is extremely dangerous, and it's not a condition you want to be dealing with. So I'm sure people there, any medical experience, know what this refers to. And so the emphasis on preventing allergy is to make sure that we don't go into that situation. Not so much just a skin reaction, but certainly in this injectable product we've been using
సైడ్
in
ఎఫెక్ట్స్ అడిగితే పోయేది
Mexico, the manufacturers claim that in 40 years of using it they've never had anaphylaxis, so that's quite extraordinary. And I found that in Mexico they were very probably losing sight of the fact that there was a potential to have allergy, but I was very mindful of it the whole time working with this individual product, and I think that it is something to take very seriously, even though the products
may not be deemed to be like a powerful pharmaceutical, there is this potential to cause an allergic reaction that has to be very careful.
Thank you, Dr. Gurpreet. Thank you for your precious time. I'll get back to you with various other training programs that we utilize. On behalf of the organizing team, I thank you for your precious time and being explaining about the importance of the sonographic treatment as well as the beam therapy. Thank you, Dr. Richards.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Congratulations on your wonderful conference. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
బిజినెస్ చేసుకుంటున్నావా? ఇందిరా మేడం గారు ఈ పక్క విజయ్ కుమార్ కావూరి, ఇక్కడ మన గురువు గారు రవీంద్ర గారు ఫ్యామిలీతో, తర్వాత మన గ్రూప్లోని మెంబర్స్ కొంతమంది కర్నూలు నుంచి కన్నా గారు, ఇంకా తమిళనాడు. హాయ్. వీళ్ళంతా మొత్తం ఆంధ్ర, తెలంగాణ, తమిళనాడు, ఇటు కేరళ, మహారాష్ట్ర నుంచి ఎక్కువగా వచ్చారు బీ కీపర్స్. చాలా మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్ని కండక్ట్ చేశారు భార్గవ్ గారు. వారికి ఒకసారి హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ చెప్తున్నాను. మీరేమన్నా చెప్తారా మేడం గారు ఈ ప్రోగ్రాం గురించి, ఈ థెరపీ ప్రోగ్రాం గురించి?
మనం ఎప్పుడైనా బీ కీపింగ్ చేసినప్పుడు తేనె ఒకటి తీయడం కాంపిటీషన్ అంతా ఉంది. దీంట్లో ఎంతో వాల్యుబుల్ ప్రోడక్ట్, ఒక గ్రామ్ నుంచి మనం లక్షలు సంపాదించవచ్చు అని మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ఆలోచించామా? సో కొంచెం ఇన్నోవేటివ్గా, ఇప్పుడు చాలామంది చదువుకున్న వాళ్ళు వచ్చారు కాబట్టి కొంచెం ఇన్నోవేటివ్గా దీన్ని ఎట్లా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళచ్చు. అండ్ తేనెతో పాటు మనం ఈ వెనం వల్ల క్యాన్సర్ ట్రీట్మెంట్, మన ఆర్థరైటిస్, అలాగే పర్కన్సైన్స్ డిసీజ్, అలా ఎన్నో రకాల హార్ట్ డిసీజెస్ కూడా ఇది చాలా ఉపయోగం ఉంది. ఫార్మా కంపెనీస్, కాస్మెటిక్ కంపెనీస్ కూడా వీటికి ఇంకా ఫ్యూచర్లో బాగా డిమాండ్ పెరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి ఇంకా యువత ముందుకు వచ్చి దీన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. ఇంకా టెక్నికల్గా, సైంటిఫిక్గా వీటికి పర్మిషన్స్ ఎట్లా తెచ్చుకోవాలి, వ్యాలిడేషన్ ఎట్లా చేయించుకోవాలి, ఒక ఎపిథెరపీ సెంటర్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఇవన్నీ మనం నేర్చుకొని ఫ్యూచర్లో మనం ఇలాంటివి సెటప్ చేసుకుంటే మంచి ఇన్కమ్ సోర్స్ అండ్ ఒక మంచి ట్రీట్మెంట్ మనము సమాజానికి ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళం అవుతాము. సో ఇట్లాంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఇంకా మన తెలంగాణలో, ఆంధ్రాలో కూడా కలిపి 2025లో చేయాలి అని ఒక ఉద్దేశంతో కూడా మేమందరం ఇక్కడ గ్యాదర్ అవ్వడం జరిగింది. సో మన రాష్ట్రంలో కూడా మనం ఇలాంటిది ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేసుకొని ఎంతోమంది ముందుకు రావాలి యువత అని కోరుతూ తీసుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
నిన్నటి ప్రోగ్రాంలో నేను గమనించింది ఏంటంటే, మనం తీసే హనీ నిన్న వాళ్ళు చెప్పిన దాన్ని బట్టి నాకు అర్థమైంది, మనం క్వాలిటీ మెయింటైన్ చేయలేకపోతున్నాం సరిగా. హనీ హార్వెస్టింగ్లో కానివ్వండి, స్టోరేజ్ కానీ, ప్రాసెసింగ్ కానీ. ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంకి రావడం నాకు అదొక మంచి ప్లస్ పాయింట్ అనిపించింది.
మనకి అంత హైజీనిక్ అంటే మనం ఉన్న పరిసరాలు, మనం పెరిగిన వాతావరణం, మనం అంత మనకి ఇమ్యూన్ సిస్టమ్ ఎక్కువే ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి మనం అంత సిరంజులతో తీసి స్టోర్ చేయాల్సిన అంత అవసరం మనకు పడదు. సో మనం ఉన్న వాటిని ప్రాపర్గా స్టెరిలైజ్ చేసుకోవడం, అంటే ప్రాపర్గా వేడి కడిగి ఎండలో కొంచెం సేపు పెట్టి ఆరిన తర్వాత దాంట్లో తేమ లేకుండా మనము తీయడం వల్ల మంచి హనీ అనేది వస్తుంది. అండ్ మనం తీసేటప్పుడు కూడా వాడే టూల్స్ని మనం కరెక్ట్గా నీట్గా హైజీనిక్గా మనం చేసుకోవడం. వెంటనే ఒక వారం రోజుల్లో వాటి ప్రాసెస్ చేసేసి పెట్టేస్తే అది ఫర్మెంట్ అవ్వకుండా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఎంతో కష్టపడి అవి తేనెటీగలు కలెక్ట్ చేసింది మనం కలెక్ట్ చేస్తాము. కలెక్ట్ చేసింది పాడైపోకుండా, ఫర్మెంట్ అయిపోకుండా ఉండాలంటే 1 వీక్ లోపల మనం దాన్ని ప్రాసెస్ చేసి పెట్టుకోవడం వల్ల కూడా మనకి అది షెల్ఫ్ లైఫ్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది, క్వాలిటీ కూడా తగ్గిపోకుండా ఉంటుంది, ఎన్ని రోజులు పెట్టినా కూడా అది పాడవకుండా ఉంటుంది. సో అట్లాంటి చిన్న మెలకువలు పెట్టుకోవడం వల్ల మనకి తేనెలో క్వాలిటీ కూడా మనం మెయింటైన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.